I'm back. Now, darling, I may be a little on the tipsy side, but that doesn't mean I can't appreciate your efforts. No amount of pollen punch is going to stop me from expressing my gratitude to my favorite. Nothing has changed. The dish is still broken on the floor. The kitchen is still a mess. What have you been even doing all this time? Running from the books? Why would you need to? Oh, I know exactly why. You little devil. You couldn't help yourself, could you? What? How is it my fault? You can't blame me for your lack of self-control. That's just silly. I even set up a deterrent for you in case you lost your composure, which you clearly did. If anything, I was rooting for your success. And as I should have expected, I am instead disappointed by your failure. So, what did you hit them with? The books. Don't insult my intelligence. You must have hit them with something, or they'd still be chasing you. Oh, you're denying it. My mistake. They must have just thrown themselves down. Violently. With their pages askew. Some of them even have broken spines. Thank goodness that you were around to witness their self-destruction. It's just a shame you couldn't talk them out of it. Oh no, my mistake. They don't have minds of their own. Because of course they don't. They're books. Did it ever occur to you that if you stopped the activity, they'd stop the pursuit? In fact, how did you even continue? Well, no. When you put it like that, it sounds ridiculous. You'd have to be incredibly determined and undoubtedly able to multitask. I imagine it'd be like a more extreme case of patting your head and rubbing your... What? I was going to say stomach. Get your mind out of the gutter. Also, and this might just be a wild stab in the dark, but I'm guessing that your weapon of choice was the baseball bat that you've made no effort to hide. Oh, just the bat-shaped dents in the wall, nothing too obvious. I pride myself on my deductions. It would be rather dull to have the answers spelt out to me. Anyway, returning from that delightful tangent, I'm curious as to how that particular spell took effect. As you can imagine, I haven't had the chance to try it before, so enlighten me. Did the books observe you for a while before attacking? Or did they wait until you finished your little session? I see. I see. And that still didn't deter you? Well, I admire your tenacity, if nothing else. Well, can you think of anything admirable that you've done since you got here? You've tried to steal from me, broken my rules, my furniture, and my dishes, and you expect me to be singing your praises? Although, I'd have loved to see you being chased around the house. We don't have television here, and my only entertainment has been ruined by a delinquent with a baseball bat, so... How about a reenactment? Put the bat down. You've done enough damage. I think it's only fair that the books get... No. Hold on a moment. What do you mean by that? You genuinely think I'd use the bat on you? What kind of thug do you take me for? It's for self-defense, in case anyone breaks in. Humans are not the only ones with criminals in their world. We have goblins and pixies, and neither of them are pleasant creatures. Well, sure, the Fae are bad by human standards, but you're not living among humans here. Pixies are known for being mischievous, and mischief in your world is a harmless bit of tomfoolery. But in ours, it could be anything, from leaves being pushed through the letterbox to a dagger appearing at your throat while you're in the shower. Don't get me started on goblins. The wretched little beasts eat flesh and consider us a delicacy, so you can imagine how welcome they are in our utopia. But I'd never hurt you. I've been protecting you all this time, haven't I? I mean, that's part of it, but it's not my sole focus. I could go out on the town and spend my nectar on any fae I desire, but the idea doesn't appeal to me. I'd rather stay at home with you, if you can believe it. However, there are certain duties which must be fulfilled in order to maintain a happy household, and although it's cute that you defy my orders to rile me up, it's not going to benefit either of us. What do you mean I'm the one who pushed the bowl onto the floor? I don't know what you're talking about. You must have been delirious from the denial. It can happen, you know. All the blood rushes to one place, and it's certainly not your brain. Well, regardless, I'm not cleaning up this mess. You covered the kitchen with flour, used far more crockery than anyone should ever need, and then piled it all up in the sink as if you were playing a dish-based game of Jenga. So you are the one that's going to deal with it. Oh, but to lighten your load, I did take the liberty of burning the lemon for you. It is now a pile of ash in the garbage, where it rightfully belongs. Victory seized, lemon defeated. I do not. I just won't tolerate something that displeases me. There is nothing wrong with having strong principles. It's the very foundation of being a fairy. I'm going to rub your nose in it if you keep up this attitude. To call me brash is one thing. I'd have even accepted piquant. But salty? That, my bratty little human, is taking the mick tuition. It's far too late for no offense, And with that smug look on your face, I don't feel inclined to believe you in any way. Honestly, if the human expression is cruising for bruising, then you're looking for a way to redeem yourself. What did you think I was going to say? I can't believe you'd even suggest such filth. The thought hadn't even crossed my mind. Naughty human. You should go to our room and think about your behavior. But then I'd have to do the dishes, and that's out of the question. All right. I've decided. In order to make up for your wrongdoing, you're going to clean up the mess you've made and put the books neatly back on the shelf. I'd ask you to iron out their pages, but I prefer my tomes to be uncharred. Now, get to it. No buts. It's bad enough that I'm having to repeat myself. This should have been done when I asked you to do it the first time. Don't think I've forgotten about the reason it wasn't. I'm adding that to your list of misdemeanors. When you're done, come upstairs, and I'll give you a thorough tongue lashing. Or maybe I'll just tell you all.